Hello and welcome. I am Chrissy. Welcome to my channel, Chrissy Love, where I talk about fragrance. I am very excited to be part of this community. I have also on Instagram, I'm part of the community. I have a perfume-specific channel called Chrissy Loves Perfume. And I also have a merch store where I make my own perfume designs and put them on products, and they're sold on there. So I have canvas bags, I have t-shirts, I have notebooks, all kinds of things. It's super fun, and it goes to support this channel and the time I put into it. So I appreciate your support, whether it's liking and commenting and subscribing or buying a merch or whatever, or just listening is good too. I'm glad you're here. Today is a really fun video. I'm talking about latte scents. So coffee, latte inspired. Oh my God, coffee has to be one of my very favorite things in the whole world. It makes me feel so good and I love the smell of it. I'm constantly seeking out scents that smell like coffee and lattes. I just love them. So a couple of these I have in my collection already. Actually, most of them I do. And then one I have just like a sample of. I'm like, yeah, I'm probably gonna buy a full-size bottle, but we'll see. So without further ado, let's jump right in. So the first one I'm gonna talk about is Be Layered Arabica Roast. And I have a sample of it here. Now, this is a single note perfume from Be Layered, and it is still so good. On first spray of my skin, it is a sweet, creamy coffee, so it really reads more like a latte on me. And the dry down, it smells exactly like a good old cup of joe. Like it gets a little more watery over time, so it loses a bit of the creaminess. It smells like a good old Dunkin' Donuts coffee in a cup. Very basic, very layerable, but so nostalgic, you know, so comforting in its way. Just a good old hot cup of coffee on your skin, and I am here for it. Performance-wise, it does last all day on me. It doesn't project too well after the first couple of hours, so it does need some respraying. Next, I have here something I don't talk about a lot, and that is a body spray, but I can't help myself. It's Bath & Body Works Vanilla Mocha Martini. And this has notes of cozy cappuccino, vanilla orchid, and white tonka bean. And it smells just like that. Really, Bath & Body Works, you get what you pay for. I kind of like it. So this is not really a perfume. It's really just a body spray. It doesn't develop on my skin or anything like that. In fact, it fades really quickly. I find their body sprays are better for just like a pick-me-up, not necessarily for like walking around and like expecting to smell like it for the rest of the day. But it smells like a really decadent, delicious mocha. The vanilla is in there adding sweetness, but I get more of like a chocolatey latte kind of feeling. It is creamy, it's sweet. It's just so realistic and delicious. I adore this. And the body cream is really good too. So that is Vanilla Mocha Martini. And I love how it's a big old bottle that will take me a while to go through. Now going in completely the opposite direction is Bond No. 9, New York Nights. One of my favorites, probably in my collection for the rest of my life. I adore this scent. It has top notes of gardenia, carnation, and jasmine, middle notes of patchouli, flowers, sandalwood, and sea notes, and base notes of caramel and coffee. And when I really look for it, I definitely do get caramel coffee, but when I first started smelling it, I thought it smelled like banana runts, like the candies. In the dry down though, I get a little more complexity with like caramel and coffee. They really do emerge more on my skin in the dry down. I still get banana runts, but I don't know if it's from the initial association, I just can't shake it, or what. But this is so gourmand, creamy, delicious, sweet, caramel latte. Just, oh, it's so good. I mean, for being how expensive Bond No. 9 perfumes are, it's not super elevated, I guess is the word, but it is a delicious gourmand. Oh my God, I'm running low. I can hear it. I just love it so much. It's really nice for going to bed in. It's so comforting for like winter and fall. I just love New York Nights. By far my favorite Bond No. 9. I went into a store a while ago and it was like, I want to smell all your Bond No. 9s, thinking they were all going to be like amazing. And to be honest, this was still the only one that really stuck out for me. I probably smelled 15 of them. So they have many more than that. But anyway, New York Nights, such a winner and such a safe blind buy as well for Bond No. 9. If you're going to blind buy a $300 bottle of perfume anyway. Maybe you will. Now I have here, not as expensive at all, is Memoire Archives Work From Home. And so this is what it looks like. Kind of nice basic bottle. It has notes of warm cappuccino, sweet caramel, clean linens, and biscotti. And on first spray on my skin, It's a caramel latte with a little bit of like an ozone scent in it. It's probably that linens note adding that. And the dry down, it's really a powdery musk with coffee. It actually leans a little bit masculine on my skin, but it definitely smells like a clean man in the morning. Like, yeah, your man just got out of the shower, put on a little bit of musk cologne, you got the coffee brewing in the corner. And my boyfriend actually noticed that it smells really good too. So I think it appeals in a unisex way. It doesn't smell necessarily masculine per se, but it does smell like a memory. So I think they have that right. Performance-wise, it was pretty weak. It lost its scent pretty early on for me. So, luckily it wasn't too expensive. I got like on Macy's, they had like a set for $25 of like this and a travel spray and a body lotion. It was a really good deal. So I thought I'd give it a try because I was playing this video anyway. And so I really, really do enjoy this. If you want one that's not like a sweet, creamy coffee, but more like a memory, like the feeling of being awake and having your first cup of coffee, which just saying it out loud sounds amazing. That's really what this is. This is Memoire Archives Work from Home. So delicious. And then I have, oh, delicious. This is my all-time favorite scent from Lush. I love like maybe 10% of what they do. And I bought this at half off because it was going to be discontinued. It was seasonal. And I was like, snapping it up. And that is Lush's Turmeric Latte. And it's really famous in the fragrance community now. Like on the Facebook groups, everyone was talking about it for a while, certainly more at the beginning of winter than now. But let's talk about it. So this has notes of tonka bean, turmeric, vanilla, benzoin, and gardenia. And on first spray on my skin, it's vanilla, of course. It's turmeric and other spices. I get kind of like a praline vibe from it, a little bit nutty. And I get a Play-Doh vibe, which I get with like all Lush perfumes, at least at first. And in the dry down, it turns more into like a syrupy, sweet vanilla with coffee. And it's so decadent. It unfortunately loses its spiciness. I don't really get any of the turmeric later on either, but it's very sultry. It's almost boozy feeling. Performance is absolute beast mode. It's incredible. This is beautiful. I feel bad talking about it because you probably can't even really buy it anymore except for on like the secondhand market, but it is just so good. And that is Turmeric Latte by Lush. And lastly, I don't have this one anymore, but I did a review about it a while ago and want to try to find a full-size bottle. And it is by Hilde Soliani. And I believe she was like a Broadway star. And now she has a bunch of really wacky, fun perfumes that are really expensive. And so I want them really bad, but I'm not willing to pay the price either. So I'm in this funny state with Hilde Soliani. But this scent here, it has notes of cappuccino, butter, croissant, caramel, sugar, and vanilla. I mean, it's like nothing is held back here. It's a pure latte gourmand. And on first spray of my skin, it's this vanilla cappuccino, but kind of in like I want to say like candle-like way. It really reminds me of a candle. And then the dry down, the coffee really comes out more and smells like a very realistic, like fresh brewed coffee. So there's still like this sweet vanilla cappuccino smell, like kind of underneath it. And so it adds a little bit of creaminess. It's definitely gourmand, but the coffee comes out stronger and stronger. So it's like a pure, real, legit coffee smell, but not single note. It's so good. But honestly, now that I have these other coffee scents, I'm not really sure that I need to drop the dollars on Buonissimo at this point. But if you come across it, grab it. It's really good. Performance-wise, it does last most of the day on me, but it didn't really project that well. So yeah, that's what I recall of it. I kind of like looked back on my past review and like pulled notes from it. So like I don't have it with me right now. So I'm going off of like a past memory of it. But if I ever find it, I'm snapping it up for sure. So these are my favorite latte inspired scents. I'm so in love with coffee scents. Yeah, gourmand coffee just go hand in hand for me. Delicious. Let me know your thoughts. If you have a favorite coffee scent yourself, I would love to hear about it. And thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a very beautiful day.